I recently received a bunch of mule fishing plastics, and after hearing so much hype around them, I wanted to see if they were actually worth it. So I took a bunch of different mule plastics to 2 creeks and 2 ponds with one goal: catch a fish on every single bait. Some worked instantly, and some took way more effort than I expected. But after seeing how these things move underwater, I started understanding why fish were reacting to them like this. So today we're putting every mule bait I brought to the test to see if the hype is actually real. Let's go fishing. But real quick, I'm going to show you guys what Mule Fishing sent me so y'all can see what we're working with today. Now that you know what we're working with, let's go fishing. I'm going to be starting out with the horsefly.
I don't even think there's stocked fish in this hole. Oh, yeah, there is. There is. One just come up and attacked it. There is stocked fish in this hole. He's right there. He's all over it. Oh, got him. There we go. Got him. Get the net. We got the net. All right, we got him, guys. We got one. There's another one in there with him, so I don't want to spook the other one. Come here. On the horsefly. Yeah, there we go. Nice one there. I don't know if it's wild or a stalker, but right there, the Mule Fishing horsefly, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give this trout a good release. Oh, well, I don't think that's a good release. Thankfully it didn't swim off though. Go get him. Oh yeah, good release, kind of. We are now switching to the Mule Minnow 1.2 inch. I just don't think this hole's producing altogether. I don't think there's anything to it. I just don't think this hole has fish that want to bite other than that one. So we're gonna go ahead and move up to the other creek and we will see you guys there. All right, we are now at the next spot. All right, in goes the Mule Minnow. Oh. Oh wow, look at that one. Look at them. Guys, they're like beelining to the Mule Minnow. That's a good one right there. That's a big fish. Wow. Did y'all see that fish come out after it? That's a big one.
Even though I'm getting a ton of bites, I don't believe these fish are going to commit in the middle of the day. So we're going to come back early tomorrow to try to catch them.
What we got on this morning is the donkey-tailed junior. The donkey-tailed junior might be a little too big for these trout. I don't know. We'll see.
The donkey-tailed junior was in fact too big for these trout, so I decided to make a switch to the horsefly. But this time I wanted to make it smell a little different.
You know what, guys? they're biting, but I'm not getting a full commitment where they're like slamming it. But you know what, guys? I have found out that these baits have no scent, right? And I think that might be a part of why we aren't catching these trout. There is one of these lures that I've noticed has a stink to it, but the problem with that is the only one that I know of that's actually scented is the bluegrass bug, and the bluegrass bug is 2 inches. It's about 1 inch or so too big for a trout to eat. So we're gonna take one of these bluegrass bugs that has scent on them, obviously. They do not smell good at all, but that's okay, because we're gonna take one of these out and we're gonna rub it all over the horsefly to give the horsefly some scent. Now the horsefly has some scent, we can see if the scent was really the problem or these fish are really just that finicky. I think the scent was partially the problem. Here we go. A bunch of trout lined up along that rock. They're on it. What did I say? What did I tell you guys? I don't know if y'all saw that, but there was a fish just slammed the horsefly. Wow. So the bait is, got one. There we go, got one. Got one, guys. I figured them out. I figured them out. They needed the scent. Oh, that's a big one too. Wow, that's like the biggest fish in the hole. Holy cow. I didn't even realize how big it was. Wow, that's a nice one. Okay, maybe not as big as I thought. Actually, this might be the one that was so big yesterday. This is a big fish for this hole. Wow, that's a good one. On the horsefly, because I put the scent on it, I guarantee you. We're gonna keep working him. Come here. Yes. Wow. Oh, that's a nice one. On the horsefly. Get him back down here in the water. Then we'll take a look. We'll take a look at him. We're gonna go ahead and get our hands wet. Make sure you wet your hands before you handle the trout, guys. Right there, guys, the horsefly. Got it done. All right, she's good. Maybe. We gotta give her a good release. We're gonna take her over here in the clear water. There she goes. Guys, I was about to get in the truck and I looked down and I saw this tackle box full of rooster tails and spinners and such. That's awesome. I think I'm gonna leave it here just in case. I don't want to steal any lures from anybody, but that's a pretty cool find. This is also a cool hole. I don't think they stock it. I don't see any fish. I fished a few more holes lower down the creek, but I didn't get anything to actually commit, so we're gonna go ahead and get to the pond. All right, now it's game time. We have our bass lures ready to go. I'm gonna throw this around just a second, try to catch a bluegill or two. And then we're gonna try to catch us some bass. There's some bass right there. That is a ginormous bluegill right there. Oh, I got him, I got him. Oh my gosh, that's a giant bluegill. Wow. Holy cow, guys, look at that bluegill. That is a monster. On the horsefly again. I think I might have a new favorite ultralight lure, guys. Once again, I think we're starting to see a trend. That is an absolute monster of a bluegill. See you, buddy. Thanks for biting. Let's see if the horsefly can catch a bass. Oh, there's a bass right there. I'm gonna catch him. Watch this. One twitch. There's one. He's gonna eat it. Got him. There we go. Good one. Got a good bass. Not a giant, but oh yeah, it's a pretty, oh, he broke me. Guys, he broke me. Oh, man, there was 2 of them. What do you do? What do you do? I'm gonna go retie. Even though I'm having a blast with the horsefly, we gotta give some of these other lures some love. So now I'm throwing the bluegrass bug in the rodeo clown color. So there's probably some fish along the bank, especially because it's shaded. So we're just gonna let this bait. Got him. Not a giant, but it is a bass. It is a bass. I literally called it. Come here, buddy. Yeah, there we go. Hey, I'm not gonna say he's a giant, but he is a fish. Give him a nice little release and we're gonna switch our bait. That is the bluegrass bug off the board. See you, bubby. Not a giant, obviously, but it's a fish. All right, guys, I'm really excited to throw this. This is the jackworm, 3.9 inches, and we are in the green pumpkin color. And of course, mule plastic, super stretchy. I gotta keep moving, 'cause I ain't got a lot of battery left on my GoPro. There we go, got one. Not a big one, but a bass. Yeah, it's another small one. Oh, there's a bigger one with him. Okay. All right, there's a big one. There's a big one right here, guys. Another fish, we're gonna get a picture. All right, see you, buddy. There's another bass right here, a bigger one, right there beside of him. All right, I don't believe that one's gonna bite. That's perfectly fine. Check the jackworm off the list. Now we're going with the donkey tail. This is in the Karma color. Once again, super stretch. I'm gonna go ahead and rig it on this jig head. The jig head is a 1/16 ounce, by the way. I've been throwing all these plastics, except for the small ones, on the 1/16 ounce jig head. So if you're wondering, that is the size jig head we are using. All right, we're on there, we're ready to go again. Look at all these bluegill. I don't know if y'all can see them, there's a ton of bluegill. We're gonna remember this. We will be back with the horsefly, the mule minnow, and the donkey tail junior. We will be back with those baits over here. Look at this fish. Look at this fish. There's a fish. No way he bites, but there's a fish at least. Oh, there's another one. Like I said, no way he bites, but... Oh, he did bite. Oh, I got him. Wow, that was surprising. He did bite. What the world? Hello, buddy. Hey, there we go. All right, we got the donkey tail out of the way. So all the actual lures, like bass lures, we have out of the way. There's still a tiny bass, but hey, it's a fish. We will take it. I still got to use the burrow bug. A bluegill may even eat this. I don't know. I doubt it. Oh, I got him. I got him. I have a bluegill on the burrow bug. What in the world? That's crazy. I didn't know the burrow bug. That's a fat bluegill. That's a monster. Holy cow, another monster bluegill, guys. On the burrow bug, he got it in his mouth. That is the biggest bluegill I believe I've ever caught. I break my PB bluegill like every single time I come to this pond and ultralight fish. Right there on the burrow bug. That is a monster bluegill. Holy cow.
All right, now we're going with the mule minnow. We're gonna do something different with it. Ugh. We're gonna do something different with it this time. We've got it rigged sideways, so it's kind of offset looking, kind of weird looking, but it should catch a fish, especially a bluegill sitting here on the bed. Holy cow! Big bass right there, guys. Big bass. I have a fish, guys. What in the world? You're kidding, right? Look at that fish on that right there. Like the same size as him.
And then my GoPro died. Here's a few catches that I got with the mule minnow while my GoPro was dead. And remember that giant bass that I was talking about? Yeah, about that.
Guys, my battery's on 3%. I just hooked like a 3-pounder. My drag, oh my gosh. Guys. Oh, I gotta let her run. I just hooked like a 3-pounder. Like a 2.5, 3-pounder. Come here. Come here. Holy cow. Holy cow. Guys, I gotta get her in. My GoPro keeps dying. I don't know why, but I got some life in it. Guys, I got her. Oh my gosh. Guys, I switched to the horsefly. That's like a 3-pounder, dude. That is a nice fish. The horsefly is officially my favorite ultralight lure. Holy cow. There are more bass in here just like this one, but that is a giant. All right, let's get this big girl back in the water. Holy cow, guys.
Even though I didn't get the full thing on GoPro, it's still a great catch for the horsefly.
All right, guys, we're at the pond. The GoPro is charged up. We're at the new pond, and we're just gonna be fun fishing now because we've caught a fish on every single lure. Now, I know you guys are thinking, you didn't catch one on the Donkey Tail Junior. I did. I caught a trout on it, but I didn't get it on video. I will insert that video right now. You know, these fish are like actually crazy because I just had like 15 bites right there in one cast. And I have a bass. Little dude on the horsefly. See you, buddy. Oh, got a bluegill. Little dude, but a bluegill. None of the fish in this pond are very big. Pitch it in there. And I got a fish. It's a bluegill. Another fish. I got a bluegill again. Come here. Got him. There we go. This is Dink City. Horsefly just putting in the work. That's a bigger bass for this pond. It's definitely not a giant. Not even a ½ pound. Okay, so I have a theory. I was testing this out yesterday in another pond that we didn't do very good in. The bluegrass bug on the 1/32 ounce jig head is a great topwater lure. All this does is it hovers on the top of the water column so fish can just kill it in the on top water. So the wind kind of quit blowing, so I'm gonna look for a fish. I'm gonna look for a bass, and I'm just gonna cast at it with the bluegrass bug. Like if I was a bass and I saw that coming through the water, I'd probably eat it. Like him right there. There we go. Okay. Well, we proved it. That works. The bluegrass bug topwater lure works. It was kind of subsurface there. But on the bluegrass bug, another tiny bass. Fish ultralight. You expect to catch some small fish. Oh, I got a blow up there. There's a bunch right here. There's a bunch of bass. There's 3 of them. That's so cool. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Guys, I was just messing around, throwing out here in this pocket, and I caught one on the bluegrass bug. That's a nice looking fish. Oh, it looks healthy. See you, buddy.
The final bait, the Donkey Tail Junior. That's a fish. It's not a big one. It's a fish. Oh, he fell off. I didn't touch him. I touched him. He counts. The whole challenge has been completed, guys. We have caught a fish on every single plastic that has been sent to us. We have caught so many fish today. I believe that's gonna do it for this pond. So we're gonna go ahead and get back for me to do my rankings.
All right, after catching fish on these lures for 2 straight days, I'm gonna tell you guys what I think the best lures are for certain fish and certain circumstances. For bass, any of these lures here are gonna work. The bluegrass bug, the jackworm, the burrow bug, bluegrass bug again, or the donkey tail. But if I had to pick one, I would say overall, probably the bluegrass bug, especially in the green pumpkin color. The bluegrass bug looks amazing. I think that it is honestly one of the best bass baits I've ever seen. I don't think my bass have seen anything like this, so I think that's why they reacted to it so well. I didn't fish with it long and I caught a ton of fish. I rigged it many different ways. I used it like a topwater rig, and I also kind of used it like a Ned rig, so it worked both ways. Very versatile, and it catches a lot of fish, so yeah. And now for trout. The trout were kind of finicky these past couple days, so I did have a little bit of trouble catching them, but I will say that these baits got me a ton of bites, regardless of whether I got the catch or not. The Donkey Tail Junior, the Mule Minnow, 1.2 inch, and the Horsefly. So, in my personal opinion, if I had to pick one, if I'm fishing for bigger trout, I'm taking the Horsefly. If I'm fishing for smaller trout, I'm taking the Mule Minnow 1.2. The Mule Minnow's a little bit smaller than the Horsefly. Not by much, but just by a little. It's a little smaller profile. It will catch smaller trout better. But overall, I think I'd take the Horsefly if I'm fishing for probably 12 or 13 inch trout. I'm probably taking the Horsefly. Now, if I'm fishing for bluegill, I caught a bluegill on about every single one of these baits that are small enough for a bluegill to eat. So all these baits can really catch a bluegill unless they're just too big, like the bluegrass bug or the donkey tail or the jackworm. But other than that, any of these 4 baits will work. That's the Horsefly, the Mule Minnow 1.2, the Donkey Tail Junior, and the burrow bug. I was very surprised by the burrow bug. I actually did catch a really big bluegill on the burrow bug, which was actually really surprising to me. But if I had to pick one, I'm either picking the Donkey Tail Junior or the Horsefly. Once again, the Horsefly, just a natural color. I think the bluegill really enjoyed it. And also the Donkey Tail Junior really performed and outperformed my expectations. But overall, if I had to have one bait, if I went to mulefishing.com and I wanted to buy one bait, this is the bait that I would suggest for you guys. The Mule Fishing Horsefly. 100% my new favorite ultralight bait. It has absolutely stacked up every single kind of fish that I can possibly catch in this challenge. I've caught trout on it, I've caught bluegill on it, I've caught bass on it. That's all that I could have caught in this challenge, and I caught them all on the Horsefly. I caught the trout better on the Horsefly, the bass better on the Horsefly, the bluegill better on the Horsefly. It even performed for bass. It even caught the biggest bass of the challenge. Either way, all these baits are really solid. You can pick all these up at mulefishing.com or the first link in the description. I will put that in there. Huge thanks to Mule Fishing for making this video possible. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like the video. And now that I've fished with all these, make sure to comment your favorite mule fishing bait. I think we all know it's probably going to be the Horsefly, but it may be something different. But anyways, thanks for watching. We will see you guys on the next video.